Well, I just quit my job. And I'm kind of freaking out. Now that intro is 100% real. I'm still trying to feel that myself. I have quit my full-time job. That means I quit my full-time pay, my salary, my benefits, and the financial comfort of knowing I can pay my bills and have some expendable income for my fun activities. Now, this wasn't just a spur of the moment. I wasn't laid off. I didn't just quit out of bad blood.
And I'm here to tell you that I'm quitting.
This was something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. And I want this video series to be about the process, going from where I am right now, which is quitting my job, to building this filmmaking and photography studio, production, LLC business, whatever you want to call it. But let's start with a quick backstory as to what I gave up, how I ended up in that job, and the process I took to ease my way out of that job. So about 2014, I was a full-time student at Kennesaw State University. I didn't know what I wanted to do. My major was switching around. I had great grades. Things were going well, but I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I wanted to feel financially free. I didn't want to be riding on the coattails of my parents and the scholarships that I had. During those years, my dad offered me a full-time job at his day trading software development company. And he said, you're either going to stay full-time in college and get your degree, or you can take advantage of this full-time job right now and start making some money. So at the time, that sounded extremely exciting to me. I thought, no more going to classes, no more, oh, this is great, just getting pushed right into the world with a stable job. Now, it was great, and I don't regret that move at all. But around year 4, I realized that this was a job that left me with zero satisfaction. I didn't feel fulfilled in any way, shape, or form with this job. I just felt dull. So right around that time, around the 4-year mark, I also started skydiving. Now, don't worry, this is all gonna come full circle. I started skydiving, and when you go through your course to get your A license, they give you your GoPro footage that they shoot of you. So you can watch your body, see how you're flying, and study it. I thought, maybe I'll make a fun little video edit. So I made a fun little video edit, shared it with my friends and family, but I realized that while I was editing that video, I was in a flow state that I haven't been in maybe ever, in terms of just creativity and having fun and watching video, and it really just pulled me in. So I decided to get a quick little Sony a6000 camera, a small camera. At the time, I thought it was everything I would ever need. A6000 kit lens, what else more can I need? Whoops. So I started filming everything, all of our little trips, and I was just enthralled by this ability to create. I have always wanted to be creative, but I'm not an artist. I can't paint, I can't draw. I am not a musician. I've tried to learn all of those things, and I just was never able to get that creative bone or that creative source within me to just come out and to be enveloped in something. So once I started using a camera, it really just sucked me in, and I was obsessed. So as I was still working for this company, I started realizing that maybe I could start getting paid to do some videos and photos, and clients started coming in. First, it was just stuff for my family. They were throwing me some money to do some work for my mom's company and some headshots for them. And it slowly started to get the gears turning that maybe I could make money at this. So I started making some spec ads. I made a fun Sony ad. I won an award for a Fossil watch ad. Started doing some stuff with, say, a law firm. I've done weddings, headshots, anything and everything in between. Lots of Shark Tank companies. My family and I were on Shark Tank, so I got in the door with a bunch of Shark Tank companies and started making videos and doing photos for them. And that's what really let me know that I can start doing this and really start making some money, at least enough to cover what I was making before. So I started focusing on that. I started doing some free videos that turned into client work, and I started realizing that this 5-day-a-week, 9-to-5 job is taking away so much time that could be spent making videos, getting new clients, and learning more about the industry. So fast forward to last week, had a call with my boss, Dad, and he knew this was coming. We've been planning for this to happen, and he told me, hey, I need a date. We have everything in place to have someone take over your job. I just need a date. It could be today, it could be next week, it could be 6 months, it can be a year. So I sat there and I thought about it for about 2 seconds, and I said, today. Today's my last day. I knew if I thought about it for a longer time, I would scare myself out of it. So I took the leap and decided that today was going to be my last day at this job. Now, of course, the moment I hung up that phone, I was struck with just crippling fear. And did I make a mistake? Did I fuck this up? Is everything going to be okay? But I've been planning for this moment, and it's just felt like the right time to truly go forward with this. So before we move on to what I did this week to start growing this business, I'm gonna lay down some rules that if you're in the same position, might make this transition a little bit smoother. And it's really just one rule. Have a financial backup. Have about 6 months worth of living expenses set away. Don't touch it, so you know that if you don't have a client for 6 months, you're gonna be okay. Since then, I have been just trying to figure out how to do this. It's a lot of work. It's a lot different than just what I was doing before. A client would just land in my lap. They would reach out to me. I would film, edit, take the payment, and then go back to my full-time job until yet another person reached out to me. Now, I don't have the luxury of having people just fall in my lap. I mean, I do, but I need to be spending this time really going out there and trying to find clients. But I need a solid business foundation first. So that's what we're gonna get into with this week, and that's create a business plan. That's step one. Now, there are other steps, of course, acquire gear, become an LLC, and if you want more information on becoming an LLC, not much advice I can give on that. Go to zenbusiness.com. This is not sponsored, but I went through Zen Business. You can talk to someone, and I got my LLC set up for pretty cheap, really fast, and got my EIN number and all those things that you need to be an official business. So this past week, I spent the whole week creating a business plan. Now, that's not fun work. That's not the creative juice flowing work that I decided to get into filmmaking and photography for, but you're going to have some balance. If you're starting up a business, you need to balance the creative fun work that you want to do with the business adulting work that you have to do in order to make those two work together. So I went on something called Live Plan. This is starting to seem like a sponsored video. It's not. I went on Live Plan and went through their business plan template, and as you can see here, it is very, very in-depth. You're going to have to spend some time doing some market research and doing certain things that might not seem exciting, but as you start to get into the flow, you start to see what potential your business really has, and that alone is exciting. So I highly suggest using something like Live Plan or creating your own business plan with a free template online so you can really get into words and really have to spend that time thinking through, what do I want to do with this? Who am I going to be reaching out to? And what is the overall summary of this business and what you want to do? Now for my business, I'm not that niched down. I kind of want to do a little bit of everything. I know if I worked full-time for weddings, I could probably, make more money faster that way. Or if I went full-time with just products or events, or just with photography, but I love every aspect of this, and I wanna be that company that anyone can come to. So that is what I wrote in my summary, that is what I put in my financial plan, and that is what I'm rolling with here at Dig It Studios. So yeah, this video is just more of just the story of getting started, the backstory of how I got here, where I am right now, and kind of a video for me to look back on and hopefully you guys to see that, wow, that's where he started and this is where he is now. So talking to future me, hopefully you made it. And now talking to you guys, hopefully, if this is something that you want to do, I hope this video and all future videos in this series really helps you out. Let me know down below if you're at a job you're trying to leave, if you've already made the full transition, maybe some tips and tricks. Let me know down below, let all the other viewers down below know some things to make this transition a little bit easier. I would love to check out some of y'all's work. My website is digitstudios.com. I will put that right here. And then I also sell photography prints at connorpetersonphotography.com. So that's it for today's video. I look forward to talking to you next week for another weekly update. That's what I'm gonna be trying to do with these videos, weekly updates on what I'm doing. There will be some behind the scenes of shoots. I will be talking about how I acquired clients and what I'm doing on the business side to keep this running like a well-oiled machine. So until then, thank you for watching. Drink plenty of water and get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Bye. Just syncing up the audio. Don't mind me.